Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I'm pleased to say I'm out and about again in my car. For those of you who don't know about this, I'm actually going to tell you the full story about what happened to me last Friday, on Friday, because I want to use it as a case study. It was amazing how many things happened that were triggers, and I thought it would be a really good lesson for everybody to see where the triggers are and how different triggers will affect different people. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday's noon broadcast. However, today I'm off to see a specialist, the one that's been monitoring my progress on my CPAP machine. That's the thing that forces air into me at night. And in case any of you are listening that don't know about that, basically what they found out, well, first of all, what were my symptoms? My symptoms were that I was getting more and more tired, and I didn't feel like I was resting at all. You know, I'd go to sleep, but I didn't really feel rested. The good news is that I'm doing way better. I'm down from just so that you know, when they tested me, I was waking up about 16 times an hour with what they call sleep apnea, which is when you sort of choke to death in the middle of the night because you stop breathing. Quite a funny thing, really. And I'm down now to only having that happen 1 or 2 times an hour, which is quite normal. Apparently we all do that up to 5 times an hour. So, you know, if you just want to know what's normal, they tell me 5 times an hour is what the average person does. And we know I'm definitely not average. So I'm off to go and have a follow-up with my respirologist. Let him know what a good girl I've been. Except last night I actually went I moved the machine. Don't do that. I moved the machine because what I learned was I was doing something wrong. When I woke up in the night, I was taking the mask off and going to the washroom. And what I need to do apparently is to turn the machine off, remove the mask, and go to the washroom. Now, I had the machine on the wrong side of my bed, and it was, you know, when you're half asleep, getting all the way over to the other side to turn off a machine is not such fun, especially with my back. So what I decided was I need the machine on my side of the bed. So I did that yesterday. Learning moment. I did that yesterday, and what I did was I put the mask on, went to sleep. But I noticed before I went to sleep that it was a bit noisy. Now, my logic was, and I don't know if any of you relate to this, my logic was, I've moved the machine, so maybe this is the noisy side of the machine. You know, the other side of the machine was facing me when it was in the other position, so now it's probably the noisy side of the machine. I mean, go figure. No. Now, after an hour, I realized that was really quite noisy. Maybe there's something wrong. And the something wrong was the tank that holds the water wasn't put in properly. Duh. Learning moment. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys all knew. I'll give you a follow-up, by the way, when I get back from the respirologist, let you know how I'm doing. He was the one I had a bit of a problem with last time I was there. Try not to do that with him again. Yeah, so I wonder if it makes some sense that I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I've got to be quite honest about that, about seeing him, because I did have an issue last time. That was my issue. And by the way, that is going to be the subject of Friday evening's broadcast. I'm going to be talking about our emotions are our responsibility. So whatever I'm feeling right now is not because of him. And does that make sense? It's because of me. And that's what I want to make sure that we have a good conversation about, so people really get clear on that. You know, we're inclined to blame, well, you know, I'm scared of him. No, I'm not. I'm not scared of him. He's my specialist. His job is to look after me. I didn't like the way he made me feel. But who made me feel that way? I did. So we're going to be doing some work around that on Friday evening. And what I'll be doing is putting a lot of words around it, a lot of examples and the words that we can use. So if you've got anybody who's emotionally triggering you right now, feel free to let me know in the comments. Or if you'd rather do it privately because you don't want everybody seeing what you're writing in the comments, then write to me at DearMamaSal@gmail.com. And then I will use a couple of them as examples. There we go. Because that's what we try to do, is to give real life examples to people so that it's not all theoretical. What it is, okay, fine. This is triggering me. And by the way, I'm not the only one that has this issue going on. I think the most important thing to realize with emotional triggers is that we all have them. Yeah, that's the thing, is that we do all have them. Doesn't make you a weirdo or strange or whatever. It's just a case of which ones trigger you this week. Because as you will find out as we continue this work, different ones can trigger you at different times. There is a dirty grey tractor. Got big wheels. Wonder if you can see it in the rear view mirror. Got really big wheels. Bigger than me. So I will get back to you when on my journey home. And the news is good, as I thought, and I don't have to go back for another 6 months. And he's very impressed with what I've been doing and the results, so we like that. That's one step forward in my health, and therefore also my mental health, by the way, because what I found, my experience was by not having enough air going into my system at night. It was definitely affecting the way that I thought about things, you know, my ability to handle stress. It affected my energy levels, all those things, which all in turn affect, from my experience, your mental health as well. You begin to feel like an absolute loser because you can't do anything. And so I am very, very happy with that. That's good. Now I'm thinking I might just pop in on my way back and pick up a pair of summer flip-flops, because I've got paint all over mine. And I've got a particular flip-flop that I wear, and I've been wearing them for about 5 years now. They're not the prettiest ones in the world, but boy, they are so comfortable. For me, anyway. And so I want to just check if the store where I get them has still got them. Because I'm a great believer, go with what you enjoy and what's comfortable, not necessarily what's high fashion. You know, it's like if they're comfortable, I want them. And who knows, maybe they got a 2-for-1 on, in which case I can get 2 pairs. Like that. Alright everybody, so that's very good news, and now I am off to enjoy the rest of my day, although there's not a lot of it left. It's already 2:30, but at least I'll be able to have some time. Bye for now. Didn't go quite the way I wanted it to. I drove all the way to where the store used to be. So I'm not quite sure where they've moved to, but that's what Google is for. So today I will spend a bit of time and find out where they've moved to, because I'm pretty sure they're close somewhere. And the interesting thing is, Obviously, I wasn't meant to spend my money today. That's how I look at it. So I'm not going to get into a big hassle about where have they moved to and let me go find them today. No. Obviously, I wasn't meant to spend money today. Otherwise, it would have been there. So what I'm going to do is put that off and go home and enjoy the rest of my day as I had originally planned. Not a biggie. I still have shoes, which is a lot more than an awful lot of people in the world, and that's also how I like to look at it. Mine might be covered in acrylic paint, but they're still very wearable and very useful. So everybody, have a good day and keep laughing if you can. This is DearMamaSal saying remember to look after one another, but most of all, look after yourself. Bye bye for now. Well, this is me again, and it's much later at night, but I just wanted to do one thing before I said goodnight tonight, and that was I wanted to wish Nicholas a very happy birthday. And Nicholas, I know that your mommy will let you see this, but I'm sending you a big, big hug, and hoping that you have a wonderful birthday. Bye-bye for now.